In December of 2008, I was in the middle of a very, very intense journey of gender. Um, a few months before, I had finally taken the leap and decided that I wasn't actually of the man gender, that man didn't work for me, and that was a huge, huge it was a fear. It was a huge fear to thinking about that. I, I think first I'd heard genderqueer, and that seems like an okay thing to identify with if you're me. I found it a step I could take, but I kind of heard through a friend, and then it was something that young people were doing. So I started scouring around San Francisco trying to find these genderqueers. Oh, that's funny. But so I started with a genderqueer. Maybe before that, male lesbian. I think I was thinking of both. I met somebody who identified as a male lesbian, and I thought, oh, I can do that. Because it's a very scary thing to wonder, to question your manness or your womanness, and the images that I had were of transition and passing and stealth, and the experiences of having met trans women that seemed unhappy. It just seemed like a kind of psychological suicide or something to take that step. Um, but I had to. I really had to. I had to see if this was at the root of so many questions in my life. And so I explored San Francisco. I wore tights in the daytime to cafes. I wore tights with shorts. I experimented with all kinds of different outfits, starting with shorts, I believe. I look at that now, it's like, oh, whatever. But that was a big step for me. A big step. A lot happened in that time. It was the most intense period of my life, 2 or 3 months following that decision. Um, it remade me as a person completely, but it was also one of the hardest periods of my life. Um, I thought of it once. It just popped up in me to explain it when somebody asked, "Well, what was it like? What was that transitioning like?" And I said, it was like sticking my head in a lawnmower. It's like and holding it there. Trying to transition and trying to be accepted by the dyke community. Oh my God. Oh my God, if there's one place in the world that you would never be accepted, it's in the dyke community. It's kind of, yeah, it is a kind of self-torture and masochism. Well, I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed these revelations. Bye bye, sweetie.